wasn't bad, wasn't it good?
From the high altitude of Colorado, we have entered the high-octane realm of Whistler. There's bars, there's nightclubs, there's yoga classes, there's health food shops, there's absolutely everything here, and the riders have certainly been enjoying their time off waiting for this event. Some choosing to relax by the lakes, with others knocking out endless laps of the park. The one reason we're all here though is the great riding up on those there mountains, and there's a whole array of terrain on offer, from the natural to the groomed bike park, and this weekend's event takes in a diverse selection. Coming into this race, we have Cecile Ravenel leading the women's series, having triumphed at all but one of the races, taking 2 clean sweeps along the way. Isabeau Corduria and Anita Gehrig are sat behind her in 2nd and 3rd, but have both been steadily building confidence through the season. So a bit more and they could challenge Cecile, although she has historically been really strong in Whistler. Annika Beerton's 4-cross and Whistler pedigree could also make her a serious contender. Richie Rude is leading the men's category despite having a tough round last time out in the US, injuring his shoulder in practice. Where Beelzebub would have been furiously soaring at his fiddle, Richie Rude, the calm man that he is, has handled all adversity this year with serious professionalism. If ever there was a man who fought off adversity with endless grace, it's Justin Leov. At this event last year, we saw him retire from the series lead with a shoulder injury. This year, he had to pull out of the 2nd round with glandular fever, but this time Whistler marks his return rather than his departure. With all this packed into Whistler's hot cauldron, something dramatic is bound to bubble over.
Without your love, oh, it's been a ride. I think I have survived, but I don't know. Live without your love.
It's Sunday morning, we're in the heart of Whistler Village. The park punks are already filling the Fitzsimmons lift. We're outside the Whistler Village gondola where the enduro riders will be starting off their day. They have 5 stages ahead of them in this one-day race. It is certainly going to be a long day, and it's certainly going to be intense throughout it. Martin, you seem to like Whistler quite a bit. We've seen some good stages from you here. How much are you looking forward to today's race?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, Whistler is always, big race and really challenging, and, it's Crankworks in Whistler. So you, of course, want to do even better than usually. So, yeah.
Because there's so many girls screaming at the bottom of the stages for you.
Yeah, also, yeah, fair enough.
So we're about 4 minutes from your home, you've just said. You must know these trails well. What do you think we've got in store today?
We've got some really cool trail here, some really gnarly stuff, and this is just what I like, and some fast section as well. But yeah, I ride this trail and I know the terrain, and it's for sure my home soil now. And then I want to do well, and I'm going to do well.
Good to see quite a bit of bike park stages on this one. Obviously fun to ride, but what do they like to race? How do you approach them?
Well, the first one's pretty long, so but I feel like it's a good mix. It starts off pretty easy, so you can kind of get into your run and build throughout the run itself. So as it carries on, it gets rougher and rougher and pretty hard in the hands. So we did a non-stop run yesterday, and honestly, you can kind of just get after it the whole time. So there's not too much pedaling. It's about carrying speed through the turns and being smooth.
We've been hunting for Richie, but he's been busy getting his shoulders strapped up, I think. But you can give us a word on how your rider's doing.
Yeah, from all reports and seeing him in practice and him dropping me like I was standing still in practice, he's going fast. I haven't heard him complain about any pain in the shoulder. He's been looking after it really well, and yeah, I think he's going to be just fine today. He hasn't, with his physio and his coach have been looking after him pretty well as well, so I think he's going to be pretty good.
So it looks like you're a bit early for your start time. How come you're going up so early?
You can't get enough for riding bikes, man. We've got to get some bonus Ks in, going up for a beeline lap, bit of a warm-up.
Brilliant. And the challenges ahead today, it's going to be quite a long and certainly hot already day.
Absolutely. It's hot now. It's, 10 o'clock. Just keep hydrated, keep eating, be smart, be a good day.
Yeah. We have Zwei Gehrigs here. It looks like it's going to be a good day out there.
Yeah, it's hot already and sun's up, so yeah, it's gonna be good.
And you've both been having a good season so far. How's it been going from your perspective?
Yeah, it's been really good. Good results this year, and really happy that we both stepped it up. That's awesome.
So a good mix of terrain here today.
Yeah, good mix. We must find the right balance into the speed and safety ride, and I try to do that.
hard to gauge how fast you're going. You gotta just bank all these berms and it's like a big roller coaster.
I can live with my head held high. Let's settle this for the very last time.
Just did exactly, I guess, what Josh Carlson did last year. Leaning into a fire road turn and it's just completely sliced open the tyre.
My chain was off 2 times. I have to stop, so it was not super good for me.
Lost concentration in the last turn and went over the bars real hard. Landed on a already swollen pinky.
The lamp-lights are burning, the tables start to turn, and acting up you don't have to. I don't even know you, telling us about me, but I'll show you. Wait and see how this is gonna end. I'll make a break for the other side. I'll leave you joy, yeah, hang on.
Just having fun, really. Yeah, it's probably all down to the last stage, and we'll see how it goes.
For the very last time.
It's 2 Antipodeans at the top of the men's first stage. Sam Blenkinsop has become known for flashes of brilliance at these events and starts off the day by putting 3 seconds into Conor Fearon and 6.5 seconds into series leader Rude. Curtis Keane starts strong whilst his teammate, a man who won here in 2013 and 14, is once again hindered by a mechanical, slicing his tyre on one of the sporadic but sharp rocks that adorn this otherwise fairly smooth stage. Cécile Ravenel also suffers a mechanical with gear issues as Isabeau Corderia is once again proving herself. Could today be her opportunity for the top step of the podium? Casey Brown is also in contention with fellow Canadian Verbeek just behind.
Went through a pretty bad turn this right there, just got it flat and then thought my cleat came out of my shoe, but the whole platform of my shoe came out, so my shoe's done.
Flat at the middle of stage 2. Now I must go to the technical zone because my wheels tell me the tie-red.
Oh my god, my wheels is fucked just here, so I think the race is pretty done for me.
Stage 2 is like doing push-ups with a child on your back the entire way. Yeah, good times.
Just flatted again. We're an anticlimax.
I've got the speed, but I'm fatiguing out in the stages, so by the end, I'm holding on.
Slap back, fat cat, hot street, soft legs, grab game, fast trace,
That is the shit we should race all the time, man. Like, absolutely loving it because you're just like getting away with murder all the way and then so good.
Hometown hero Jesse Melamed is on fire, taking the stage and moving into the lead of the overall. Robin Wallner shows his ability once again, he just needs the consistency. Josh Carlson is showing the same form as we saw from him here last year. Third on the stage puts him second in the overall. And it's drama all around behind them. Richie Rude punches and wrecks his shoe, landing him in 42nd. His good mate Jared Graves wasn't able to do a lot to mend the slice in his tyre from the first stage, so it's a repeat puncture for him, which convinces him that an early lunch is a better idea. The women's is equally dramatic. Cécile Ravenel adds to her woes with a puncher. Despite losing 47 seconds and finishing 9th, she's trying to stay positive, even through having to beat her wheel with a rock to knock out a dent. Isabeau Corderia has a slow puncher and dents her rim as well, but still miraculously wins the stage by 19 seconds. She's now 24 seconds ahead of Casey Brown in the general classification. Miranda Miller and Ray Morrison, who were 6th and 7th on the first stage, are now 3rd and 4th.
Really clean stage 3. My riding is getting better. It's good for last 2 stages, I guess.
Splash,
I cased for jump on stage 3 and done chain ring, chain, broke my back brake, cracked my back wheel. Hopefully I'll make my start for stage 4.
I just finished stage 3 and now we're at the lunch break. About to get some food, put some water in the bottles and then start a longer climb up to stage 4.
I was pretty angry. I was a little bit cramping in stage 3, but it's really hot. Yeah, and dry, loose.
Thought I was going to miss my start, so I pinned it over the 3. Just kind of laid it all on the line, absolutely buried myself up the climb, so pretty happy with how it went.
The intense and hot day is already starting to take its toll as riders are having to drink a lot of fluids. Despite this and the rush transition after mending his puncture, Richie Rude wins the stage ahead of his constant rivals Oton and Mays. Nikolai is 4th as his teammate Melamed is way back in 20th, losing his GC lead to Carlson, who does enough with a 7th. Rude is now 23.5 seconds behind. The comeback battle starts. Ravenel puts her woes to bed with a mightily impressive 15-second win margin. With this, it starts to make Corduria's 21-second lead in the GC look rather fragile after she loses 30 seconds on this stage, finishing in 13th. Casey Brown is also in a strong position with another second.
I went and laid down on the floor on stage 4. Everybody was like, yeah, she's done it, and then, ooh.
I mean, I try to have fun, don't try to go too fast and crash. Just try to roll down with no problem. Happy to be here.
This race is not done before top of the world, so we will see.
I like this kind of stage, no pedaling sections, steep part and a lot of fun.
Had a huge crash then, so that kind of might have messed me up a little bit.
Why stop?
Had to stop and try to twist my bars and then just ride through the rest with bent handlebars and game on. Go time, stage 5, that's where it's at.
The most impressive ride comes from Anne-Caroline Chausson in her first race back after battling cancer. At the start of the year, she set herself the goal of finishing this event. Not only is she impressing and inspiring all that see her back, but she is showing she hasn't lost any of her magic with times like this. Melamed and Mays are in 7th and 8th on the stage, but this is enough to put them 1-2 in the overall as Josh Carlson crashes, losing him 17 seconds on this stage, a signifier that he would have been in contention were it not for the fall. He now sits 3rd in the general classification. Can he hold on to that for some redemption from last year's disaster here? Rude takes the stage and it seems as if it's back to business as usual for the champ. On this very technical stage, it causes problems for a lot of the women, but Ravenel excels to take her 2nd stage of the day. Corduria is 14 seconds back, but that's just enough to maintain her GC lead by 6 seconds. It's all coming down to the final stage.
Feeling gets better and better, so look forward to stage 5.
It's going to be long and hard, but fun.
Looking forward for a final stage, yeah.
I think it's super important now just to empty the tank and just go for it.
No, I was going to make my stage 3 start time, so just called it an early lunch, and now I'm getting padded up to go do stage 5. If you're going to do one stage of the season, it's got to be stage 5. It's the stage of the year, so I'm not going to miss that one.
his way across the line. He goes across the time for him. Going to be a 21.5764.
Awesome. The top of the world. What a ride. What a ride.
Big round of applause for that lady.
The last person still has he done it. 24-15, the number one. Valberg-Guillaumes to the Aspen. How's he going to do in the overall? Right now is the overall reach. Here we go, the time, 21-3.
Cecile Ravenel and Richie Rude demolish the field. A lot of the riders claim that this is the stage of the year, and these two are certainly making strong claims to be the riders of the year. Jared Graves decided to sit out stages 3 and 4 as he would have struggled to make the transition to 3, but he couldn't miss one of his favourite stages. Finishing third, he showed us what could have been had he been able to challenge his mate Rude. Josh Carlson puts his crash on stage 4 behind him to put down a phenomenal ride for second on this final stage. Melamed rode with visible determination to bring home 4th, boding well for the GC. Ravenel's ride was so impressive that her nearest challenger was Casey Brown, some 50 seconds back. Sadly, Ray Morrison had a nasty crash, breaking her heel. This means it's a DNF for her today and looks like she will miss the final 2 rounds. At the end of the 70-kilometre loop, the riders have certainly been challenged. With his impressive comeback ride, Richie Rude jumped from 6th to 1st after the final stage. He seems to thrive on adversity. A puncture in Ireland and an injured shoulder last round may have taken away a couple of wins, but still couldn't stop him. In front of his family, Jesse Melamed was over the moon with second, and Carlson got the redemption he required after last year's puncture. Mays lost a ton of time on the final stage and slipped back from 2nd to 5th. Oton keeps himself in contention, and Justin Leov shows with his 10th that he is coming back to form well after his illness. For the first time in a while, there is no Frenchman on the podium, as we see an American, a Canadian and an Australian on the top 3 steps. Cecile Ravenel has been in scintillating form all year, and once again she shows the sign of a potential champion, coming back from real adversity in this race to take the win. Isabeau Calduria is showing that she is definitely the nearest challenger to Ravenel, and Casey Brown once again steps up to the plate with an impressive ride for 3rd. Cecile, this year we've seen you take some races by winning every stage, but today it was hard-fought battle, huh?
Yeah, it was maybe my best victory, because I start really bad the day with a little mechanical problem in stage 1, flat in stage 2. Now I'm really happy about this victory, more than all the for this year.
Isabeau, an incredible day for you. A lot of ups and downs out there.
Yeah, especially downs after stage 2. But then I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna try to be on time on stage 3. I rode super fast with my flat tire to the pit section where I get my tire fixed.
And winning a couple of stages out there, you can prove that you're able to take some of these stages, huh?
Yeah, I've taken some win stages, so it was my main goal of the year. So I'm stoked with that, and I'm gonna try to do the same at the end of the season.
Just how intense was it out there? I mean, we saw people taking on huge amounts of water, struggling to eat enough food.
Yeah, it was just anytime you had a chance to eat, you were eating, and anytime you had a chance to drink, drink, and just trying to keep the energy up, because today was insane. You're just burning through the calories.
And Crankworks doesn't stop here for you, does it? I mean, some of us are heading off, but you're staying around for loads of other stuff.
Yeah, I have 5 more events to do, and I have a 5 a.m. photo shoot tomorrow morning for sunrise, so yeah.
Oh, no after party for you then?
Oh, no.
an absolutely great redemption today, man. Last year we saw horrible scenes, but then this year, amazing scenes.
Yeah, this year was amazing. Like after the epic disaster of last year, like it was going so well, and then have it taken away at the last second there, it hurt so much. So to come back this year and come away with a podium, I'm super happy. I feel super stoked just to get through the day and survive and not be in hospital or broken. So it feels great. It feels really good.
Well, massive congratulations, Jesse. This has got to be an amazing feeling, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. You know, I did have expectations coming into this, but really I just wanted to put down a good day. That's all I wanted, and I knew I'd finish up somewhere good, hopefully, and I'm the most stoked with just putting down a good day. You know, Squishy won, whatever, that's fine. I'm so happy with second.
Richie, I don't think I've ever seen you as angry as I saw you at the bottom of stage 2, and how did you recover from that?
Yeah, I think, I was pretty angry after, because I thought, at second stage I was done already, and yeah, I was pretty pissed, but kind of got my stuff all together, and then I went over to stage 3 and just tried to focus again and try to just kind of focus that anger and a bit of just fast racing. So yeah. I kind of remembered Ireland a bit, so I was like, just don't give up and keep going for it. And I knew stage 5, it's 20 minutes, so there's a lot of time to be made up there if you can. So yeah, I was hanging pretty much the whole way, and then on the climb, I just dug deep and went for it really.
Richie Rude seems even more unstoppable after this event, extending his series lead to 330 points. But that is still well within reach of Damien Otton, whose consistency this year has been paying dividends. Jerome Clements maintains third, looking good for him as we head back to France for the next round. Despite a DNF, Florian Nicolai hangs on to fourth, Nico Lowe moves up a couple of places to fifth, and Josh Carlson enters the top 10 after his result here. Ravenel's fifth win keeps her in strong control of the women's series. Corduria, taking another second, solidifies her second in the series. The rest of the top 10 remains unchanged, except for Ray Morrison dropping down a position after her DNF with the broken heel. Led by the local star Jesse Melamed and his impressive points haul for the team, it is Rocky Mountain who maintain their grip on the team rankings. Ibis hold on to second, and Canyon move up to third, buoyed by the return of Justin Leov. Lapierre, without Nico Vullios, and Ray Morrison's DNF have dropped out of the top 10 to 11th. The racing started at 8 o'clock this morning. It is now past 8 o'clock at night. It has been what only Whistler can serve up, a massively intense one day of racing. The two winners came back from serious adversity, Richie Rude and Cecile Ravenel, not only stamping their authority on today's race, but also on the series. And as the sun goes down and the music comes up here in Whistler, we'll leave you to it, and we will see you next time in Valberg, France, for round 7 of the Enduro World Series.
Rock and roll, baby.
Just completely sliced open the tyre.
You're just on the edge, absolutely loving it.